for playback purposes. Hi, playback person. How are you? So you move my. God. Oh, shoot. Ain't nothing like putting yourself together right on film, right on camera, getting dressed. I made notes today. I still haven't had any paper upstairs, so it's stormy skies. Happy Tuesday, darling. I hope you're having it going. Hello, Eden. You may no, I'm like late. I'm sorry, I'm late. Hey, Dorothy. Clancy, I love you. I hope you're doing well. Hey, baby. I'm very late. Hey, Rebecca. Dinner took me a little longer to cook than I thought it would. You know how that happens. Sometimes like you lose track. And it was chicken, so it had to be cooked. Hey, Tally, I love you. That's why, yes, Tally, that's why I said day 412. Because it feels like we've been doing this for 412 days. And today really was exactly what I expected that it would be. Talking to Buster for what? I don't know how long we talked. Hey, KJ. Not today, Satan. Not today. Hold on. And y'all can see I did not put any makeup on. I'm sorry. It's been it's TR Tuesday. I left my TR upstairs. That's another thing. But I knew what the defense. I think we're going to be putting up with this for, I don't even know. Rebecca, baby. Hello, baby. So we'll talk about it. It's going to be a long defense case, I think. Sweet dreams. Oh, well, welcome. Are you following the Murdaugh trial? Because we are Murdaugh. It's Murdaugh, right? Murdaugh. What people call them Murdaughs. I don't know what they call them, but we are knee-deep Murdaugh court trial groupies. Really, Flossie? I missed that. Oh, from your mouth to God's ears. Because there's not really, I don't know why they put the dude on today that they did, the forensic engineer. We'll talk about that. My name's been, oh no. Oh no, Clancy, hey Tennessee lady, oh no. Sitting here in some skulls spitting into some styrofoam cups. You be Willie. You can pull Willie off better than Willie can. Oh, that's funny. I mean, it's not funny. No, that's not funny. The Willie part is funny. So, I guess I missed. Yeah, my friend Mel has been covering it since day one. And they said today the defense. Okay, well, if you know what? They say that. I don't trust them. I think if you think Alex Murdaugh is going to take the stand, put on one in the chat. I rest my case. There's no ones. It's not going to happen. He is not taking that stand. Cousin Willie, he going to do it? I don't know. I don't think so. Let me put the invite in here. Go on. Because if y'all want to come up. Oh, you think he's going to, KJ? Prissy, pinning picture. How's your arm, my love? You rain girl. Well, it's really interesting, though, rain girl, because I don't know that Wildflower. Jack's mom, how are you? He's going to be found not guilty on basis of reasonable doubt. Who put up the reasonable doubt, though? I'm not arguing. I'm just saying, what, in your opinion, was reasonable doubt? Because I probably do have a prejudicial thing on here. I'm pretty sure he did it. But I watched a lot of stuff, obviously, before the trial started, and hopefully things that jurors haven't watched. Hey, Heels, I love you, baby. It's only better, I think, to step. Yeah, bless your heart. Hey, Irene. Um. Oh, I'm so glad you did, Irene. Thank you for finding me. Hey, sweet dreams. You have been watching comments. Well, here's the great thing about that, sweet dreams, is you don't really need to watch it. You don't really need to watch it every day. It's like one of those soap operas. So I'll get started because I have people got shit to do. So, we started this morning with Buster. And I didn't think the questions were going to be too tough for Buster on either side, especially the prosecution. Yeah, we remember everything, what he did, what his daddy did, granddaddy trust. Well, there's this guy. Let me see. Let me pull him up because I did go back and watch some more of the Stephen Smith. And if y'all don't know who Stephen Smith is, in 2015, Stephen Smith, who graduated with Buster, was found in the middle of a back road, right? And his car had kaputted. Hey, Sarah. His car had got, I don't think they ever told me why the car broke down, but he was found up the road a bit in the middle of the road. And he died from blunt force trauma. He didn't get run over by a car. The doctor said, nope, didn't do that. But it was blunt force trauma. And everybody started talking. And Buster Murdaugh, his name was in it every story. Buster either was driving the truck or Buster Murdaugh did it himself. They beat him up and threw him out the car. I don't know who they are. And it's people would get it directly from somebody who was in the car, supposedly. Dorothy Gale, thank you so much. Thank you. And there was even a possibility that he and Buster had been in a relationship. I'm gonna throw that out. I'm not even gonna consider that. But Buster's name is the one that was mentioned over and over and over. That case is unsolved because it happened in the very counties that his daddy ran. Basically, I hope they did Heels, but I let me check. Let me catch this guy. Hold on. Let me look at my history because I watched his. I've watched some other stuff, but this guy did two stories on the boat accident. Oh, and here's another thing they said about. A lot of them say, I never thought I could never see Buster doing it. That's something that Paul would do. Paul was the one that was a troublemaker. I rest my case. With that. I hope it's still on my phone. Oh, please be on my phone. History. Let's see what his name is. And so y'all probably have seen. Oh, Eric Allen. Alan, A-L-A-N, the regular spelling. So he did one on Buster, and he's got the recordings of the phone calls that I guess the detectives were making to each kid. And they all said, yeah, we heard Buster did it. Yeah, we heard Buster did it. Buster did it. Why Buster did it, I don't know. So I'm going to go back and watch Eric's thing on the boat wreck, the boat accident, because he said he did too. Yeah, I mean, they brought up them having a relationship. I just can't. I'm trying to think back at that age, and that got out. That would be a big story in high school. When I went to school, now I don't even know if that's true. When I went to school, now it's not a big thing. Yes, Wildflower, the housekeeper / nanny who raised these two kids when their mom and daddy just did, was too busy at work, popping pills, or at the beach house. Just, whatever. For me, really pull off really Clancy. So let's go. So they talked to Buster forever. Hey, RS. They talked to him forever. And I will tell you what, it was boring. It was, hey, Jamie Lynn. This is out of the, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours they had him up there. Was that Alex called Buster on the way to his mother's. Now, you would think that after just killing your son and your wife, you'd be a little upset. But he called Buster. Hey, what you doing? Let's go. What's going on? Calm, normal. Nothing seemed weird. And the next, we also learned that Paul would, hey, Earth, hey, Freeside, we learned that Buster would put his gun, because if you remember, Paul got his gun stolen when he left it at, unattended at a party. So Buster would say he would go to where he put his gun and it would be gone. And he knew Paul had it laying somewhere out here. He also got angry every time Paul would use his ID to buy beer. But I thought Buster was the youngest. Hey, twin thing. I thought Paul was the older one. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought he was. Maybe he wasn't. I could go look it up, but I ain't gonna do it. Because we always hear our guns. Well, see, you leave the keys in your truck, it unlocked, and an semi-automatic gun laying in the seat. So we learned that maybe Paul didn't honor boundaries when Buster would say, "Don't use my gun," or "Put it back where you got it," or whatever. So that's what we learned there. We learned that Alex called Buster on the way to his mom's. Nothing was wrong. We learned that Paul took it upon himself to take Buster's things and not put them back. And then we learned that the new gun, the gun that replaced the one that Paul got stolen, no one's ever seen that gun. Buster's never seen it. Never seen it. Paul obviously has never seen it because he was using Buster's gun. Where's the gun that was replaced? Because the prosecution said it. When they brought that guy up, he replaced that gun. So where's that gun? Alex ain't going to tell us where it is, but we'll see. Oh, Ace Sage, that, Guinea, that judge, bless his heart, that Harpo dude, he needs to sit down. He needs to say, "Hey, Jeff." I think Buster being up there today. I don't, Jeff, I'll tell you what, Buster, besides talking about all the family stuff and the trips they took, Buster said this. These are the things I'll say it one more time. Buster let us know, right, that his father called him. "Hey, Kathy. Thank you. I love you. I hope you're having a blessed night too." Buster said that his dad called him on the way to his mother's, meaning Alex called Buster when Alex was on the way to Alex's mother's house, and nothing was wrong. We learned that Paul didn't necessarily put things back the way he should have, but that's really not here nor there. We learned that Buster has never seen the gun that was replaced. Paul's semi-automatic or whatever gun, Buster's never seen it, which means Paul never saw it because Paul was using Buster's gun. So we know that gun was replaced. The prosecution let us know from the man who bought it from him. What was it? The first two were like, what, $9,000, something like that? And then he replaced one for 800 or whatever. I don't even know. But Buster never saw it. And then we have they asked Buster about, did your mom ever misplace her phone? I misplaced my phone 17 times a day. And then he wanted to know if Paul ever misplaced his gun. And he said, well, yeah. I mean, is there a human on earth that never misplaces their gun? But they never went anywhere with that. So then we know, too, that we learned from Buster about a 2018 detox and then subsequent self-detox at home. So we brought that in. So, okay, Alex has been using opioids since 2018, because that's the first we're hearing of it. That's the first we are hearing of it. Paul, when he texted his dad in May 2018, Mom found pills in your computer case. We need to talk. Buster says, all right, 2018, he went to detox, and then he self-detoxed after that. And then, and I don't remember the time, but Alex called Buster to tell him that his mother and his brother were dead. And while that was happening, Buster's girlfriend was packing, and they got there, and they were, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So then the cross-examination was very light, very, I didn't think they were going to go after Buster, because I heard this on what I watched it on Law, and what do I watch it on? My thing has got 3 different views. It's got him, it's got Alex, the prosecution, and this, and whoever's on the stand. You're not going to come at Buster with jabs. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything. So I knew that was going to be pretty light. And again, he said, nobody. Is that it? Thank you, Amanda, and welcome. Hey, Princess. Hey, Monroe. I love you all. Ask Buster if he's dead. Well, I think, Jeff, that would have been too much. They've had, maybe just below 10 people say that's Alex's voice. I think you have to remember, and it's true, that Buster is a crime victim. He's the victim of a crime.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
My phone said, not today, Satan. His mother and his brother were murdered. He's a crime victim. What he did tell us was a lot, though, that he'd never seen the replacement gun. That had never been seen. He's never seen it. And the calm call, I would, I know what he would have said. Oh, and then there's that whole thing is they did him wrong or I did them wrong. They did play that. And what do y'all think that Alex said in that? Do y'all remember it? I'd have to go look for it. They did him wrong or I did him wrong. There's a big debate. Is it white or is it blue? Is it gold or, it's one of those. If you haven't been sentencing, well, Eden, this might, it is and I always say this, it's so horrible because a whole family has been obliterated. And after this, you thought they said they, I heard them. That's just that. Isn't that funny though? Hey, Voodoo, how you hear different things. You don't ask a question you don't want the answer. There you go. Exactly, Tally. Exactly. You just got here. The defense made an what was it? It obviously day, but Alex was hiding.
Not today, Satan.
Let's talk about the forensic engineer. Let's talk about the forensics engineer. Well, after he went through everything that he was qualified to do, which I think was even organ replacement, he presents this one piece of evidence that is a bullet hole in a quail pen. And we have to obsess over this one hole in a quail pen. We don't even know when that hole got there. I mean, Alex is going to say, "Oh, that hole was never there." Really, you examine the quail pen a lot, Alex? Do you do that? I don't know. So let me see. Put you up here. Sorry. Oh, wait a minute. I got my note. I think they said they did him so bad, but Alex said they. All right, I'll go back. I'll go back. So this man said, "Oh, look at this pit. Look at this hole in this quail thing. There are bullet holes all over that damn place." That's how they knew the gun that killed the family was owned by the family, because they left, all their casings all over. Skipping ahead, did you hear? Put the gun up there. He almost pointed it at the process. Oh, I didn't hear that. I go back and look at that. I got to go back and look for that. So anyway, we went and we obsessed over this quail pinhole. And then it showed all of his little gauges on there and how it had to come from here. And so basically he's trying to say a midget tried to kill the quail, and then he killed Paul and Maggie. A midget. I don't know, a midget maybe. So every time he kept on with this fucking hole, I'm like, dude, why are we talking about this hole? There's holes everywhere in that place. And then every time they showed little gauges where he had the pin in and it came in from this way. So, yeah, well, you know what, Floozy? I'm going to make it an insult. Shut your quail hole. Oh, I'm going to do it. Shut your quail hole. So when he looked at me and said, because I feel like it, hey, Kimberly, baby, that somebody 5'2" to 5'4" had to be the one that killed him. There was no way. There was no way he could be 6'4". He had to be 5'2" to 5'4". Not that that's a midget. It's not a midget. But so that was, and that old Harpo guy, he was just all in it, right? And they kept on objecting because he was leading the witness, and they kept on objecting because he don't know where he is. So when the prosecution got up to redirect, I was like, here we go. And it did not disappoint. Thank you. Thank you. It did not disappoint. That dude said, so you got these kids. And that old Harpo said, objection. There's no children. Oh, no, that's a kid. That's a child. And he got to keep saying it. So you got these two children, and so they ripped him apart. They ripped his ass apart. I'm going to throw the invite back out in here. Because if y'all want to come up, oh, yeah, he was a dick. And, it was almost as good as the OnStar guy and Harpo. It was almost as good as that. So, oh, my Lord Jesus, let me look at my notes. So then I put in on my notes, how tall was Cousin Eddie? I could talk about this all day. I could too, though. Oh, Jeff. Well, Randy, it's Randy's life. She does it kind of later in the night. I can't Voodoo, welcome to the screening room. Boo-boo. The screening room. Thank you. So I was making notes. So he's now saying, if you think about it, so there were 6 shots that we know of. 2 went into Paul, 4 went into Maggie. That's 6 shots, right? 6 shots. We know of 6 shots. We know beyond anything else that 6 shots was the minimum that was fired. All right. And now we've got the quail hole. Then we had a brush along a tree. Did you remember him showing you that? So when the prosecution stood up, I said, this is going to be a bloodbath. And I wasn't wrong. Because they had to get him to admit. Let me talk about the acoustics. The acoustics. Hey, Squirrel Gang. So this moron and Aaron, hello, my love. So he set up the acoustics test and the decimals on what you could hear up at the house from down at the dog pen. And he did this a year and a half after the fact. But he said there are trees and there's, so they're up in the house and you can't hear the gun. Well, why do you need to do that? Why do you need to prove that you couldn't hear it in the house when Alex has already told us he wasn't in the house? He was on his way to his mom's. So what does it matter what you can hear in the house? It didn't make any sense to me. And then he had a little weather gauge thing that was never explained, but it was a picture of it put up, with saying that if it were humid, it was, rather humid, that it would kind of knock those sounds down. I don't give a shit what you can hear at the house. Nobody was at the house, right, Alex? Nobody was at the house. First night the news was there, it was a lady who used to speak for the family. She did. I always miss these. I got to put them over here. She didn't look like. Well, was she short? 5'2". I know, Jeff. You see, this is why I had to step back from this side of the drama community, because I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I want to do what I want to do. Right? I know that's awful to say. Well, it's not awful to say. I want to do what I want to do. And I don't want to get in the middle of anything. I'm getting too old. I just want to do what I want to do. And if people come and show up and indulge me and enjoy it, thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. Then good. Come over and do it. But I just can't. I'm not going to, it's never ending. It's never ending drama over there. I can't do it. Anyway. All right. So acoustics. Nobody can hear the God. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you so much. A stupid test because obviously Alex was on his way to his mom's. Then that man said that, oh, no. Looking at that OnStar thing, and he had made his own little chart. Alex wasn't slowing down when he threw the gun out the window. I mean, not the gun, the phone. He was going 42 up to 44 miles an hour. Okay, can we talk about the 80 miles an hour he hit when he got on Danny Road? Do we want to talk about that? I'll talk about it. He don't talk about that. So when they, got up there, then that man had to account. He was forced to say that he did not figure in motion, right? Getting shot, heaving in, turning. He did not factor in that because he said, what? I am not knowledgeable in that. I don't know how to do that. Any kind of walking forward, walking back, I don't know. I didn't really account for that. I can't. I'm not qualified to quit. So he had to basically say that every one of his little experiments was with somebody just standing there like a schmuck, not moving while they're being shot. When we already know from the medical examiner who did the angles, hey, more than enough, who did the angles, that Maggie twisted all up. But apparently the quail pin did not move when it got shot. Miss Christie, baby. You got to go get today. Let's see. There was, he was there 40 minutes, not 20 minutes at his mother's house. I hope the jury remembers that. But didn't the caregiver say he wasn't there for 40 minutes? She said he sat outside, right? Let me get this. Let me go back and think. because she was a woman that did not want to testify, and you could tell. And that doesn't mean anything. It just means if you get to know these people, she's living with that woman, with that mom, and she's dealing with these children of her, and you don't want to be in the middle. Jeff, perfect expert of the drama community. I don't want to. I'm not getting in it. That's her with the Murdaughs. I don't want to get in it, but I got to. Damn it! Now I got to get up and and testify. And I don't want to. 20 minutes and tech. Okay, 20 minutes. That's what I thought. But I mean, that's what I thought. I mean, the OnStar guy screwed him. Alex, you're screwed. If Alex heard those shots loud, well, yes, he did. KJ3, yes, he did. He heard them very loud and clear. And so that man, I basically had to say I did not consider the target moving, and I did not consider the shooter moving. Well, no, I guess it was just ridiculous. And I don't know how much they paid that man. But you got no. So if this is their big first witness, I think we're gonna have a long week. We're gonna have a damn long week. I know, Prissy Penny Pincher, you've been missing. You need to stop with all this nonsense. Alex told her to say 40 minutes. Beverly, I thought that's what it was too. I thought he told her to say that. And I said this last night, and I'll say it again. My theory is that gun is somewhere on that property. He buried him. He did something. They're there. Maybe by now he's gone and dug them up. I don't know. But there is no way in hell that those guns, if you look at his route again, those guns are on that property. Unless he was smart enough to, I might have took him to the beach house. Threw him in the ocean. I don't know. He's not a, we did this before. I hate to keep going over the same thing, but we have to remember that, June 7th, right, is when, I will say it again, June 7th, Chief Financial Officer, Alec, what the hell is this check? What is this check, Alec? He was like, oh, shit. I'm in trouble. She's going to find the next 90 of them. Oh, damn. So and then his son's trial was June 11th. Little Paul's trial. I did not know that Buster had been sued civilly by the families. I didn't know that till today. So they sued Mom, Dad, Paul, obviously, because he was still alive, and Buster. I think maybe Buster because I think Paul used Buster's license to buy the alcohol. Maybe that's why. It's a Prissy, I read typo very well. In fact, I'm a scholar. Buster was in a car accident. No, I'm talking about the boating incident. Buster was also being sued civilly. They gonna get their money, and not today's. Hey, dashing Donna. Yeah, that's what I thought because so that makes a perfect sense. But I didn't know that till today. I did learn that. But June. All right, so Buster's trial's coming up. He's going to be found guilty. Duh. I mean, hello. So then the check. Hello, what's this check about? Then he goes home and formulates this plan. My question to you, was this something that he had planned to do at some point, but them finding that check moved up the date of it? Or did he get off work that day, know that check was going to turn into about 50 more of them or more, and decide to do it that night? I'll wait. I just want to know what y'all think. And again, if y'all like to come up, feel free. Oh, no. No, go away. Because I really don't know. My thought, maybe don't know what I don't know. That's something we're never going to find out. I don't think anybody helped him because that would mean you would have to have planned it, right? How long, how far in, I mean, that takes some planning. I mean, it ain't, at least, yeah, because they've got to be ready, got to find a gun. Why did Alex not give the replacement gun to Paul? Did he know he was going to kill his family with it? Did he leave that day and said, I've got to spare them this? This is going to be horrible. And then he came up with the shoot me in the head so Buster could get the money. You don't believe women, I don't believe he did it. But I have a hard time with it. I think, yeah, I have a hard time with the motive too. And, used to be you had to prove motive, but, I don't think you have to so much anymore. The Mallory Beach lawsuit. Now, see, I wonder if had Alex been murdered that night by cousin Eddie, and Alex, I get them all confused. They look alike. And Buster had inherited the $12 million in in life insurance policies. Would they go after Buster, the family of Mallory? They were already going after him. That wasn't going to go away. But it did go away, didn't it? When Paul died, it went away. So what did Jamie Lynn say? Hold on. It's so hard to talk and keep up. I'll admit it. Can't wrap your head around it. No, I can't wrap my head around it either. Alex being the voice of the video, I believe. Yeah, that did it for me. In the case right then. In the case right then. That's what I would have done. Just said, thank you, everyone. We got to go. The biggest mistake they made was that woman with the blood. The blood. I was so lost. It could be, 750 cartridges, and I didn't, just tell me whose blood it is. And that's what the police officer did there at the very end. And I'm wondering, because when the prosecution does their rebuttal case, I hope, and if you're listening, prosecution case, I think we all know you are. Put that detective back on and say whose blood was found where. Not it could have been, or odds are it was her blood. Tell me where it is. I need to know where it is. Hey, D, what you doing, my love? I have to know where the blood was, and I have to know whose it is. Just tell me. I'm a pretty smart girl. I don't know how those jurors went on with that day with that woman. I wanted to hit her. Like I said, I have ADD, so I'd have been like coloring and looking over and waving to people and spitting in my chair. I can't do it. Whose DNA was under Maggie's nails? Now, Jack's mom, I'm going to tell you a story about DNA. And this has to do with, and I don't know if y'all watch it, y'all might have, JonBenet Ramsey. Now, if y'all watch Big Brother, I do. There was a detective on Big Brother. His name is Derek Lesueur. And he does a show now with that other girl. And he is an ex investigator. So, now, they went, all right, they were talking about the DNA at the, in the underwear, in the other places, but mainly in the underwear. Now, they pulled a pack of underwear off the shelf, right? I do too, Kimberly. I love him. Best BB player ever, and I will fight anyone who says different. They took it and they had DNA in the crotch part. It popped positive for DNA because the people that pack it, right? People that pack it and put it in the thing, it's their DNA. So that got me thinking. I've never forgotten that, right? Because they've never matched the DNA that's in JonBenet's was in her little panties. I don't want to even get on that, but So, and I was thinking of all the ways you could get someone's DNA under your thing, because my nails are not, I mean, they're not long. Well, they're pretty long. I can definitely, if I give you a hug or whatever, I mean, I could get you your DNA under my nail. Um, but I was thinking about like being out in the. I think about this stuff, y'all don't know, and consciously what my hands touch when I go to the store. But we know that Maggie just probably came from the beach house straight to the hunting cabin. Hey, Colette, a remote viewer said that he's asking for pills. Oh, really? He's asking the prisoners for pills. Well, he's got nothing better to do. Why not give it to him? Shit. Why not give it to him? I'm not opposed to it. Spend way too much time on the financial games, crimes. Yeah, I don't. You know what, Jeff? I didn't think that they needed to go into. Listen, they couldn't have going through that trial on everything he stole. That's going to be a long one, which I will not be watching. I think it was like the nanny's sons that stuck out. That stuck out. How you doing, Mo? I love you, baby. That stuck out for me. He took $5 million, more than $5 million from those boys.
Not today,
And they got evicted from a trailer. And they had a $5 million judgment. Leave that in. I want to hear that, you know. And then, some other ones, I don't think needed that many. But like I was telling y'all yesterday, here in Virginia, we don't do that shit. We're going to have a trial in the middle of a trial to figure out what's going in. It's all done before that trial begins. Everything has been accounted for. Everything has been in or outed. It's not something that happens in the middle, unless we have a bombshell, development. It's already handled. So we don't do that stuff. So, having trials and not today's, no, it's not Trixie Mattel. It's Bianca Del Rio, Jeff, wrong. It's Bianca. Which I'm going to change it because it's getting on my damn nerves. It was a manicure, Beverly. Did she get a manicure? I would definitely leave it. Wouldn't it though? See, if they went into her day, I did not hear it on everything that she had done. But she had workmen there. She had at her house. You can, I'm a toucher. I'm a toucher. I'm not a scratcher, but I'm a toucher. So even if she had nails, hey, Vicky, just spent the whole half day watching your video from last year. I got bored today and I did a little parody. And I put peat moss in my hair, and I had to come home. I had to go and wash it out. It's so gross. Did you get a Petty-Anna thing? Wait a minute, what did Mo say? We are drag race phenomenons. We love it. Maybe we should do, Jeff, you could come up and we can do, well, this season's almost over, but maybe the next All-Stars, Mo can come up and everybody can come up that loves it and we'll just talk. I am a toucher. I'm a toucher. I'm a toucher. I'm a hugger and a toucher. So I could get it on my fingers all easily. But I need to know that is a point. Hey, JR, I think somebody else was saying before there was reasonable doubt. I think that DNA might be the reasonable doubt. It just might be. It did not appear that she fought anyone off because I think it was only under one fingernail. And I think it's pretty. I don't think she was doing a lot of fighting, during the. Let's see, leg. She got shot 4 times. Now, why is that? Why you got to shoot her 4 times? I would think you'd shoot Paul 4 times because he's younger and he could fight. Hey, Fairy Dust. But will that be enough? Hey, Laura Lee. Hey, Susie. The thing that keeps bugging me is what is with her pajama and underwear folded and laying out. You know what, Sue? That is weird. But I'm thinking if anybody is like me, and you're probably no one's like me, but I have ADD, right? And I will start a project, right? Huge. I'll start a huge project. Remember when I took the shit off my cabinets? I took my cabinets and everything down to the wood. All right, so I was hyper focused on that and wanted to do it, right? Wanted to do it. Now, in the middle of that, if I had to get up and go, say, fold clothes or, switch out laundry and bring the clean clothes upstairs, and I would probably start folding them, and then I'm serious, a phone call can turn all that around, and I'm gone there. I mean, so if you took a snapshot in the middle of my day and looked at the things that were laying around, they probably wouldn't make any sense if it wasn't still at work. Oh, okay. Well, let's do Jeff plan for All Stars. Can we do that? Yo. You the same. So twins. I mean, yeah. If you took a snapshot during my day in every room in this house, it ain't gonna make no sense. Probably not gonna make any sense because if people that I'm saying that she did obviously, but I just go boing 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 boing. It just backing around. Oh, no, Fairy, it's not C19, is it? I don't care what you're sick of. You need to get well, and I'm sorry you're sick. That sucks. That sucks. I think I'm trying to get a runny nose, but I think my whole yard is getting fooled into. I have pine trees that line the back of my yard. I hate them. And every year I wish some of them would die, and they have. So I had to take them down. But it's too expensive to take all of them down. I ain't got that kind of money. Because I took this tree over. Anyway, y'all don't even know about my tree situation. But anyway, this tree back of these pine trees, when they let loose of that pollen, you don't want to be around. You don't want to be around. Your heart. Oh, Jesus. Don't be sick with your heart. Please stop it. The lady that kept her house and took care of them. Just put them out. Oh, the care. See, I hate to call them maids, but it's the caretaker. She was not the caretaker for the mother, for the grandma. Yeah, she cooked them dinner, bless her heart, and she says she laid them out. That's a good. Same in Virginia. Well, I'm in Virginia, Laura Lee. I'm in Lynchburg, Virginia, and it's hot today. And by the end of the week, my AC's been on quite a bit. But, it's going to be in the 70s. Why you? Oh, my God. If you're in Lynchburg, too, I'll die. I will lay down on the floor and die. Now, because I need to vacuum it. But after I vacuum it, I will. Fredericksburg? Fredericksburg. I love Fredericksburg. All right. So do we know who we got tomorrow? I don't even know who we have tomorrow. I have no idea. I think Dude is still up there, right? I call him Dude because I didn't catch. No, I might have wrote his name down. No, I didn't. Oh, wait a minute, I might have. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I just wrote forensic engineer, bullet hole in quail pen, focusing on one hole in quail pen. Then I had shooter was 5'2" to 5'4". I had to laugh when I wrote it. How tall was Cousin Eddie? And then the acoustics. I couldn't. You're freezing in California, Jacksbone? Don't worry. Don't worry. You won't be for long. We got the Virginia crew in here. You're right across the Donna, you need where? Because let's say when we go to the beach, which I'm not going to the beach this year, y'all. We usually go to the beach for 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of July. It's a thing. I go, my daughter goes, my other daughter goes, family, my grandchildren go. So this year, hold on, I have to pray. This year, my oldest daughter got a new job. All right, a better job, new job, great job. And she cannot take 2 weeks off. She probably could, but my son, who was working last year at this job right here, we need to, Sue. You grew up in Woodbridge? Nice. My son, who had this job last year, but told him before, when he got hired, hey, I got to have the last 2 weeks in July off of going to the beach. All right, so there's that. My 17-year-old daughter is going to be a paid apprentice at a theater. I'll say no more. So she won't be able to take 2 weeks off. So I don't think we're going. And that bums me out. But doesn't mean we won't go at all. We might just do it. The Outer Banks, my daughter Devin. My Kellister is my oldest daughter. Then we have Devin. Then we have John. And then we have Catherine. So Devin and her boyfriend, please, hopefully soon, fiance, his family all go out to the Outer Banks. And as a kid, I used to go out to the Outer Banks too. But when my children were staggered so much in age, that where we stay at Myrtle Beach is kind of close to everything. If you want to go down to the arcade, if you want to go shopping, if you want to do this, you want to whatever. So that was just the best place to go. And then the grandchildren came along, and same deal. So, yeah, I won't be going. Henderson, North Carolina, Curly. I have to look to see because I know my friends. All right, my mom's friend used to live in my mom used to live in North Wilkesboro. She worked for Lowe's, the head office, and that was a cute little town. And they had a racetrack, and I would go to the races there anyway. Well, see, we're getting together. Our meet and greet. Me, Savage, Pirate, and Val will be in Asheville, North Carolina, on March 20. Not 20. That's wrong. Let's see. The meet and greet is on the 25th, but we're going to be there the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, the 26th. There we go. I love games. Jenny, you have to see it. It is, it's my little place where I get to recharge and be with my family, which if y'all don't know me, let me tell you, these kids and these grandchildren, my husband, my mom, and of course, everybody, my 100-year-old grandma that doesn't live with me. That's our just happy place. And it's where what my kids used to call me, we'd rather have vacation mom.
Not today.
Vacation mom is fun. Yeah, vacation mom is always fun. Yeah. I mean, up under your bed pulling out plates all damn day. Vacation mom long on. Trying to figure out how. Oh, Monroe, please do. Please do. We want all of y'all to come. I have monopolized y'all's time. We've been going at this for 53 minutes. So that's our daily thing. Oh, Vicky, don't tell me that because I will be at your sister's house, knocking on the door with my little bag. Hello, it's me. Your son's the manager at Lowe's. My mother retired from Lowe's. Back when they used to give you profit sharing every time in your paycheck. You could opt for however much in stock plus your paycheck. And my mother retired when she was 55. I won't tell you, she was well off. Of course, she spent it, but it's not the point. Yeah, I love vacation mom. I want to be vacation mom all day. But when I'm trying to pull out moldy dishes from you under your bed because I can't find any forks or glasses or plates, bowls, then vacation mom's going to get pissed off. Anyway, good night, Miss Christie. I love you. And I thank y'all for coming. And I thank y'all for the super chats and the stickers. And tomorrow, make your notes. Somebody come up with here tomorrow with me. Come on. Hey, Skip to the loo. You're late because I'm getting ready to go because it's 9. People need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. I love you all. Thank you for coming. I had fun. I'll take notes tomorrow. Y'all take notes tomorrow, and then we'll talk. We'll meet back 8 o'clock, around there. I love you all. Be safe. Stay warm or stay cold. One or the other. Because it's a crazy night out there. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Goodbye.